So catch 22. You may be in a situation where you want to attract abundance, attract wealth, attract money, and become rich one day. And maybe you're going through some struggles right now with regards to finances. And at the same time, you're watching a load of law of attraction videos, which is teaching you that you do not manifest what you want, you manifest what you are. Meaning if you are at the scarcity mindset or the scarcity vibration, or you have fear or doubt, you will only manifest to become more and more broke. So how can you break the pattern? And how do you strike the balance between faking it or really feeling that vibration and attracting it? So in this video, we're going to cover all of this. But before we do so, show reel, hit it. What's up guys, this is Akarshana here, namaste to all of you. And in this video, we're going to be covering in terms of how to strike the balance when it comes to attracting wealth and abundance, especially if that is the area that you're struggling in. Because if you're struggling in that area, what will happen is a lot of the time you're in scarcity mindset. You're trying to save money. You go to the shop, you look at an expensive thing, you look at a cheap thing, you're trying to opt for the cheap thing all the time. And when you're opting for the cheap thing, you're going online, then you're watching law of attraction meditations and you're saying, I am abundance, I am rich, I am a millionaire. And you go to the shop, you're acting something different, which is disalignment or misalignment. And when you are disaligned that way, it's very hard to attract what you want. So how do we strike this balance? So there's a few things to understand. The first thing is, remember, you attract what you put out. So meaning that if you want to attract wealth, you also need to be willing to put out money because when you put out money, you also feel wealthy, right? If you put out money, unless every time you're thinking, oh, it means that I need to treat myself like royalty. And this is what I always teach people. I say, if you want to live in royalty, you want to be wealthy, you want to be in abundance, then you need to treat yourself as royalty, treat yourself special. So what does that mean? Things like business class flights, things like VIP tickets to shows, things like all of these things, which is the limited edition versions. But it does not mean that everybody should now start taking all these different bank loans and everything and splashing out like that if you stay in scarcity vibration. So it's about striking the balance between these two. So how do we go about doing this? Well, first of all, I'd like to share with you a quick story of my journey and how it affected my life at the beginning. I was 24 at the time. I met a new group of friends, which were extremely, extremely wealthy. They were students actually from China. They came over here, but they had very wealthy backgrounds. So a lot of them, they had family businesses, which did like millions, if not billions of dollars. And they used to splash out a load of money. And there was this one time, one of my mentors said to me, he said, your network is your net worth. And I said, what do you mean by that? He said, well, if you hang around with losers, then what you're going to do, you can only think the way they think. And it's very easy to attract what they have in their life. So it's very hard to break the pattern. So he said, change your network. So anyway, I got into this network and I said, okay, I've changed my network. They're all rich. Now what do I do? And I realized there's one thing that was extremely tough for me, which was things like going out dining or even going on trips. They would fly business class flights or first class flights, and I'll be all used to economy. And especially if your upbringing doesn't cater for it, because my parents grew up in farmlands out in China. So they were always like, save money, save money. And have you heard that expression before where they say, save money for a rainy day? Right? You will never hear a rich and wealthy, a person who is in abundance, say those lines. So I had to break the pattern. And so number one, we need to realize that, okay, I need to be willing to treat myself as royalty and go for the limited edition and put the money out. But we cannot do it if we put the money out. Let's say, for example, I use my credit card, I swipe a business class flight, I get onto the flight and I'm like, shit, I just put out a load of money on this. When am I ever going to make it back? Because the moment I think like that, guess what? Money out plus scarcity vibration or doubt and fear, which is low vibrational frequency, equals also chaos. I will attract more lack of money. So now what I'm saying is there's two parts to this. Number one, we got to practice treating ourselves like royalty. Everything we see, we say, I want the best one. I want the limited edition. I want the most comfortable thing, right? I want the top one. I want the number one. So we start treating ourselves like royalty. While we are doing that, the second thing we balance out is the moment we put that money out, use this mantra, just say, I trust the universe. I attract what I put out. I'm allowing money to flow my way. Use that mantra. Every time you put the money out to something that's VIP, use that mantra. Feel the bliss. Feel the trust. Feel the power. Feel that you are one with Creator. As long as you are willing to put out the thing that you want to attract, and you're willing to strike that balance and say, I understand that maybe my bank account isn't reflecting it right now, and these things might be going on at home, or maybe I don't even know how to pay this month's rent. But my mantra is, I trust the universe. I attract what I put out. The universe always has my back. We go with that peace, with that bliss, with that calmness, at the same time as we are willing to put out. What will happen is, as long as we stay open to receiving, we live every moment in high vibrational frequency and watch miracles start to manifest before you. It is the most amazing thing ever. When I was 24, 25, I got into steel business. And when I got into steel business, that's where I manifested my financial freedom. I bought my first supercar, Aston Martin. I seen James Bond movie then, and I thought, oh, I really like that car. And I bought exactly the same color, that gray color, and I thought, oh, it's so good. And I managed to manifest that within about 5 months of doing these practices. So I hope you got some insight there, whether it's to change your network. Remember, your network equals your net worth. Your tribe equals your vibe. Number two is put out the thing that you want to attract, but don't do it with doubt and fear. Number three, balance out your energy so you are in bliss, you are in joy, and use that mantra. I trust the universe, because let me tell you something, the universe has your back. Guys, hope that video has been of use to you. And please do, if you attract some results, whether big or small, come back, comment on the video. It's always nice to know, and it's always nice to inspire other people to use the law of attraction also for their desires. And if you can't think of commenting anything, at least let me know where you guys have tuned in from. That's always nice to know. And finally, if you're new to this channel, remember to hit that subscribe button and the notifications button next to it. That's a little bell sign, by the way. Because this year, I'm dedicated to making daily videos to hold you accountable to make it your best year yet. But for now, guys, I'm signing out. Namaste. Ciao.